A few thoughts now on the deep state and its obvious and dangerous commitment to obstruct and subvert the Trump presidency. The deep state is typically defined as a government within a government, most often members of the bureaucracy, especially the intelligence community, all branches of government. And now it's clear there exists an urgent need to drain the deep, deep judicial swamp in this country. Two federal court judges have now ruled against President Trump's revised travel ban executive order. A federal judge in Hawaii, appointed by former President Obama and one of his classmates at Harvard Law to boot, issued the stay against the president's executive order yesterday. President Trump blasted the flawed legal reasoning last night in his rally in Nashville.
This new order was tailored to the dictates of the Ninth Circuit's, in my opinion, flawed ruling. An unprecedented judicial overreach. You don't think this was done by a judge for political reasons, do you? No. This ruling makes us look weak.
Well, it certainly makes the federal judge, Derek Watson, the classmate of Mr. Obama's at Harvard Law, appointed by Mr. Obama in 2012, look very weak and overtly political. Maryland Judge Theodore Chang, also nominated by President Obama in 2013, and in an interesting coincidence, Mr. Obama paid a surprise visit to Honolulu, where Judge Watson resides, Monday, preceding the ruling. Just coincidence, I assure you, I think. Or at least a little tweak by Mr. Obama not lost on any one of us who were taking some notice of where he was on the day his old classmate made a ruling in his favor. Both of these left-wing activist judges went rogue. Let me repeat this. They went rogue. They ignored the law. They ignored the Constitution. They ignored the will of the people. They ignored the President of the United States. It's a Constitution, by the way, that gives the President the power to suspend immigration. It is a law, and it is 212F of the U.S. Code. Maryland Judge Chang might want to write that down somewhere. He pointed to Mr. Trump's, quote, history of public statements. His history of statements, not the order itself. Judge Watson cited the president's, quote, contemporaneous public statements instead of relying on the language of the Trump executive order. Both judges relied on statements of candidate Trump. They completely ignored the president's stated authority within the order as well as the law and the Constitution. And now the Trump administration could appeal the Hawaii ruling before the notoriously left-wing Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. That's the same court that ruled the first vetting order to not hold up, as they put it. It was a development today, though, that suggests the activist left judges, whether they're on the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeal or whether they're in Maryland or whether they're in Hawaii, well, they may have finally gone too far for even the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. The most overturned court in the nation, 5 judges on the Ninth Circuit broke ranks and voiced their support for the legality of President Trump's original travel ban. In an unsolicited filing, those 5 judges wrote this, quote, whatever we as individuals may feel about the president or the executive order, the president's decision was well within the powers of the presidency, end quote. The deep state activist left-wing judges may for the first time be confronted with an open public counterattack in the courts. It is long overdue, but nonetheless welcome. These disastrously arrogant courts and simply rogue judges who put themselves and their ideology ahead of elected legislatures and, yes, presidents, must be rolled back. And the swamp that is our federal judiciary must be drained.